So, you've been seeing the headlines. I get it. Every other week, it seems like another big tech company is announcing layoffs. It's all over the news, all over social media, and it's easy to look at that and think the tech boom is over. I missed my chance. But here's the thing about headlines, they only tell you part of the story. And the full picture, when you really zoom in and look at the details, is actually pretty different. The truth is, while some doors in tech are closing, a whole lot of new ones are swinging wide open. And they don't all require a 4 year computer science degree to walk through. So, why the disconnect? Why does everyone feel the doom and gloom while the opportunities are actually growing? Iceberg. Big tech is the tip. Healthcare, finance, retail, manufacturing make up the bulk below. It really comes down to what we pay attention to. The tech industry we hear about in the news is usually a very small, very specific slice of the pie. We hear about the giants, Meta, Google, Amazon. When these massive companies decide to right size their workforce, it makes a huge splash. But these companies are not the entire tech industry. Technology is no longer a standalone industry, it's the foundation of every industry. These non tech companies are now the biggest employers of tech talent. Their job postings don't always make the front page of tech news blogs. They're all looking at the same 10 doors, not realizing there are 1,000 other doors down the hall that are wide open. Let's move past the headlines and look at the actual data, because numbers don't have an agenda, they just tell you what is. As of today, October 8th, 2025, the projections paint a very clear picture of where the momentum is. The explosive growth is happening in specialized fields that have become absolutely essential for modern business. First up, cybersecurity. With every new device, app, and online service, the attack surface for bad actors grows. Demand for cybersecurity analysts is projected to grow by over 32% in the next few years. Next, let's talk about artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI isn't just about chatbots or self-driving cars. It's about systems that can predict customer behavior and automate tasks. There's a rising need for AI specialists and prompt engineers, people who can implement and manage AI tools. Finally, cloud computing and data analytics. This has created an enormous need for cloud engineers and solutions architects who can build and manage this infrastructure. And data analysts dive into that data and pull out meaningful insights. Okay, so we know where the growth is. But what are the actual jobs you can aim for? Especially if you're starting without a CS degree. Let's break down 5 of the highest paying and most in-demand roles for 2025. Cloud engineer. Think of a cloud engineer as a digital architect and a construction manager rolled into one. Companies used to own rooms full of blinking servers. Now they rent space from cloud providers like AWS or Azure. They design, build, and maintain a company's infrastructure in that digital space. Cybersecurity analyst. This is your digital detective and security guard. Day to day, monitoring network traffic for suspicious activity, investigating alerts, and developing security policies. With data breaches costing companies millions, businesses pay a premium for people who can keep them safe. Data analyst. In a world overflowing with information, the data analyst is a storyteller who uses numbers. They use SQL, Python, and visualization tools to answer business questions. AI ML specialist. This role focuses on implementation, integrating AI tools into products and workflows. DevOps engineer. The bridge between development and operations, focused on automation, efficiency, and reliable releases. All five roles are high impact and in demand. So, you've picked the path from those five doors. Now, what do you actually need to learn to get hired? Just grinding technical certifications isn't enough anymore. The market is smarter now. This is where the 60-25-15 rule comes in. Show simple pie chart 60-25-15. It's a simple framework for building a well-rounded skill set that gets you noticed and gets you hired. The first and largest part of the rule is 60% technical skills. You absolutely have to know your craft, master core services, understand networking, and learn infrastructure as code. For data roles, SQL, Python, Pandas, and visualization tools like Tableau are essential. Next, 25% business acumen. Understand why the business needs a solution and learn key metrics. Read case studies, listen to earnings calls, and learn metrics like revenue and customer acquisition costs. Finally, 15% soft skills, written and verbal communication, collaboration, and problem solving. Can you explain technical concepts simply to non-technical people? That matters a lot. This 15% is what makes you a great teammate and a future leader. A resume tells me what you think you can do. But, a portfolio shows me what you can do. In today's job market, your portfolio is honestly the single most important asset you have. The first is the business problem replication project. Example, a data analyst could use a public data set and create a dashboard showing pricing trends and occupancy rates. That's something a business would find genuinely useful. The second type is the process automation project. For a cybersecurity analyst, a script that scans for expired certificates and sends alerts is an instant win. For DevOps, create a fully automated CI/CD pipeline and document the time saved. The third, the end-to-end solution project. Example, build a personal finance tracker deployed to the cloud. Show technical work, business impact, and documentation. The 60-25-15 rule in action. Host everything on GitHub with detailed redim. This shows professional practices. Nail these three project types, and your portfolio will start opening doors. You've built your skills. You've created a killer portfolio. Now it's time to find the job. Most people go to job boards, filter for entry level, and then send out hundreds of applications into the void. It's a low-yield strategy that often leads to frustration and burnout. There's a much more effective targeted approach. It's a three-pronged strategy: direct outreach, networking, and referrals. Start by making a list of 50 to 100 companies you'd genuinely like to work for. Go to their career pages and find people who work there. Connect with them on LinkedIn. Send a personalized connection request. Hi, name? I'm an aspiring cloud engineer. I was impressed by your work. Would you be open to a quick 15-minute chat? People are generally happy to talk about their work. Treat it as an informational interview. Be curious, not transactional. After rapport, politely ask for a referral for a specific role. A referral is the VIP pass of job applications. All right, we've covered a lot of ground. Breaking into a six-figure tech job isn't a mystery, it's a process. Recap the 5 core strategies. Identify real opportunity, specialize, Build skills with the 60-25-15 rule, prove it with projects, and execute a targeted job search. That mindset shift is the first step. Pick a door and specialize. Start learning one core skill. Build one small project. Host it on GitHub. Momentum from that first action carries you forward. Use targeted research and informational interviews to build connections. The path to a six-figure tech career in 2025 is not about a degree or the perfect resume. It's about the right strategy, clarity, focus, and consistent effort. Problem solving beats credentials. The tools and learning resources are abundant. The demand is undeniable. Mute the noise, look at the real data, and take the first step. Are you ready to take it? I'm your host from TechWise AI, where we make technology simple for everyone.